Hi everybody, Russ from My Hammers 11. I hope you're all safe and well this fine Thursday evening. If you're new to the channel and you hang about, please make sure you hit the bell icon so you may know every time we put new content on. Also, make sure, because we're doing these every week, obviously this is game week number 4, I want to say, game week number 4. Please make sure you sort of donate to the Irons Supporting Foodbanks. You'll see there. What is it that way? Oh no, I can't do it there. Oh, I can't. You know what I mean? It's there. Irons Supporting Food Bank. That took me far too long to figure out. Irons Supporting Food Banks, fantastic charity. Please make sure you donate to justgiving.com/crowdfunding/Iron Supporting Food Banks. We want to make £20,000. Don't get £20,000 donation by the end of September. The current number is, he says, drum roll, 17,901. Someone today must have been on the Just Giving site and they've deliberately put in an odd number because they knew how much it pissed me off last week that everything always finished on a 1. So thank you. They actually put in the comment, this is to annoy Russ. So thank you. So 17,901. So we're well on the way to 20k. Obviously, loads of time still to donate. And obviously, every donation we get of £10 or more enters you into the prize draw at the end of each episode, where we do a raffle for a raffle for a signed shirt. I must apologise for my surroundings today. I'm usually we're having a bit of housework done. All the floors are being redone, so I'm sort of stuck in my daughter's bedroom today. So it is what it is. Anyway, make sure you comment and stuff. And we'll have a giggle as always. As I said, each week we do a game show. The winner stays on from that week. And last week was, well, it was contentious, I'll be honest. It was a very much a last minute sort of from the grasp of defeat, Mike won. From the jaws of defeat, he won. And the last spin of the game on Wheel of Fortune, let me bring on the reigning champ. It's Mike Manera. Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm good, Russ, mate. You good?
Yeah, you're still sort of basking in your victory from last week. So
I have been telling everybody I know. I've had work colleagues watching it in their lunch break who know nothing of West Ham. I work in Leeds. Do you know what I mean? It's quite fun, and it's great to be back associated with such an excellent charity. So great work there, mate. I myself donated £11 earlier just to make sure that, because I know how much you love an odd number, mate, just to make your day. So just early today I did that. So, and I would encourage everyone to do that, and let's keep it on 1 at the end.
Just
for Russ.
Piss Russ off. That sounds good. Yes, and so obviously, being in Leeds, we were going to play him next week, but we're not now. We're playing Hull, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, well, I was quite, oh my goodness. And I don't really know what happened to Leeds. I think they fielded, the girls under 11 team or something. Yeah. And because let's face it, Hull are hardly good, are they? We bought their best player. Do you know what I mean? But it's great. I'm looking forward to that. I enjoy a cup run. I wish we'd go for the cup. In fact, we play a great team for the last round, and we just hardly playing the kids, was it? I thought, ironically, Josh Cullen was one of our best players. But there you go in that game.
But it's one of those things, wasn't it? And Snoddy after the interview, after the game, said, "Oh, it was nice for young Josh Cullen." He's not young.
Yeah, he's 24, isn't he? He's 24. Do you know what I mean? He's been here forever.
Bless him. But yeah, it'll be it's the Jared Bowen, Robert Snodgrass derby next week, so that'll be good. That'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. And actually, funny enough, in terms of your opponent today, one of the very few people who, very similar to me, actually is at the games, and it's probably someone whose voice that everyone rather has missed because you haven't been to the live games at London Stadium. It's matchday announcer, my partner in crime, Mr. Godleman. How are we, sir?
Good evening. How are you? Oh, I've come up as ODAF 2020, which is my Twitter handle.
Oh,
so I hope you'll excuse me for not being. Yeah, do you see what I did? Do you see what I did then?
Very clever. Very good. How are you, Martin? Still basking in the glory of Tuesday's victory against Charlton?
I am. I've got a question for you, Russ. Let's imagine that we beat Hull next week. Not impossible. And then we get drawn against, I don't know, Brentford when they beat West Brom in the game after that. Okay. So having played the fifth, the fourth, and no, I'll get that right. The second, the third, and the fourth round in September. When is our fifth round game? Let's imagine we got through those. Let's see if either of you know. When would we be playing? I'll accept one day either side of the day.
Oh, Christ.
If we got through to the fifth round, bearing in mind that our game will be on September the 30th, okay? Yeah. What's the next game? What's the fifth round, okay?
Oh, I'm going to say October the 20th.
I'm going to go with, I reckon it's sometime really daft, like in January or something. January the 10th. What is it?
Mike is closer. December the 22nd.
Whoa.
What is that about?
That's another game over Christmas.
We might have sold a player then. Or bought one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, that's mental. That's so crazy. You think
that's mad. I honestly, Russ, and it took me nearly 10 minutes to find that on the internet, actually looking for it, because they were trying to stop you because they didn't want you to actually know how crazy that competition is. Yeah. And tell me, do you think the actual cup they present on that, do you think that's the original League Cup?
No, can't be. No, can't be.
Well, again, I'm only going by what I saw on the internet, but the proper League Cup was sort of relegated to somewhere else for 10 years, from 1980-81 to 1990-91, and then it came back. So I do believe that is the original League Cup, or an original. If one was handed over, it certainly goes back before the 80s.
Well, there you go. There you go. You've got some tough competitions today, Mike, I tell you. You know, Martin is someone, I always say, he's like the encyclopedia of West Ham. It's mental. He always... Yes, you are. You are. Honestly, it's like when we used to be...
Listen, I've been watching some of Mike's performances, if you don't mind, Mike. That's why I thought you were going to be just
within the context of this game, mate.
Let's hope so. I am talking. We're talking football here, everybody. In case you're worried, with a little slip with the innuendo there. No, I thought you'd be disappointed that Leeds had lost because you were talking about Leeds when you beat the guy before. There's only actually one before. I watched it for one. I thought, oh, and also Russ used to go to see Leeds when he was up at uni, just to show I am watching my programmes.
Well done.
So the two of you should be shedding tears.
No, I'm not.
That doesn't mean I like Leeds. I quite like it as a city and whatever, but I'm not a Leeds supporter. I'm not. No. And certainly, I was hoping Leeds got promoted purely because I could go to the game. It being reasonably close to me, living up here up north. But obviously with COVID, I can't. So that's that. So I don't really
makes no bloody difference, does it?
Can I ask you a Leeds-based question? Just one before we go on. The last time we played Leeds in a Premier League fixture, going back to the beginning of the 20... I'm not asking you for the date. I'm asking you something even harder than that. I'm asking you, if you think about the player Trevor Sinclair, who I know you both love, can you remember something strange about the home fixture against Leeds and Trevor Sinclair? If either of you can get this, I know Trevor Sinclair, he'd know it like that. But can either of you, I mean, you're both too young to remember really, but see if you can. Just think Trevor Sinclair. I'll give you a clue. That's my clue.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I could ask him. Did he get his hair cut? I don't know.
Did he cut the dreads off?
No. Good guess. No. I think the dreads were gone before he came to West Ham.
Yeah, I thought they were.
QPR, but good guess.
I reckon. Actually, is it quite poignant because did he wear a Didn't he wear a mask?
Whoa, Russ!
No, it wasn't me. It was Kent Hammers. Kent Hammers cover. Yeah, Kent Hammers is like his knowledge of West Ham.
Well done. He had this sort of brace round his He looked absolutely absurd. You know, these days they'd all put the you know, you get the logo of the sponsor and everything on it.
Of course,
But this
yeah.
this looked like it had been stuck together with lolly sticks about 2 minutes before the game, and it was like this. And he looked absurd, which put all the Leeds defenders off because none of them wanted to challenge him because they obviously thought the minute his head hit the ground, he was going to break his chin or something. Yeah, I think a special point. I was just thinking that if you asked me now what the result was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I did remember that Trevor Sinclair.
Oh, very good. Right, okay, let's start.
No, let's not because just hand him the title. I've got no chance here against Mr. Encyclopedia.
This is going to be fun. We're going to do this week. We've had Pointless. We've had Play Your Cards Right. We did Wheel of Fortune. And this week we're doing family fortunes type thing. And the whole idea of this is, I'm just going to sort of get them on my computer. It's very, very annoying, quite noisy. And the idea is, so for family fortunes, or for those of us in America, Family Feud, I believe it's called. It's like a top 10. It's like a top 10. So basically, usually they interview people about 10 ways, 10 fruits people eat and stuff. Obviously, we're doing West Ham stuff, so it's going to be top 10s to do with West Ham. So a little bit of West Ham knowledge. And basically, it's really, really simple. The whole idea is we pick as a category comes up. We'll start with Mike because he's the reigning champ. He has his first chance of the board, so he has to give his answer, his first answer. If it's the top one, Mike then has control of the board. If not, Martin has the option. He can have a go. If he gets the better answer, he has control of the board. You keep going until you lose your lives, and then once you've lost your 3 lives, it goes back to the. It makes it's easier doing it and explaining it, to be honest. Right. So today, the first question is, and apologies because I'm doing it on my second monitor today. The first question is, we'll start you off nice and simply. It's Premier League, West Ham all-time Premier League appearances. So the top 10 West Ham all-time appearances. Kent Hammers would have just gone bosh, 10 in a row. So, right, so here we go. So we're going to start with Mike. So basically, Mike, you give your answer. So best thing is you think of the top. Who's going to have the most all-time Premier League appearances for West Ham? I wonder.
Mark Noble.
Mark Noble. Yes, Mark Noble. So you have control of this board because obviously Martin can't get a better answer than yours. All the points are just 100 to 10, so don't worry if they don't refer to anything.
This is interesting. Now,
so carry on. You got to keep going. So basically, you have 3 lives, so you can have 3 wrong answers basically out of those 10. So who's number 2? Who's your next one? It don't have to be in order. They're just one of those 10.
Oof. Okay. Blimey. Aaron Cresswell.
Aaron Cresswell is number 4.
Who else would we have for Yonks in the Premier League here? Mine's got blank. How about Carlton Cole?
Carlton Cole. Number 2.
Oh. Right. Who else would we have for years and years?
There'll be 7 more.
Oh God. What about? Oh God, mine's just gone blank. Do you know what? How about? I can't really think of anyone. Mine's gone blank. Oh, I've got to think of someone. Come on, this is ridiculous.
Just name West Ham players. Just name West Ham players, and even if you don't win, then we can move on. There's some great suggestions coming in the comments, but obviously Martin and Mike, I've switched the comments off so they can't see them. So there you go. So that's what I do.
Let's go for then. Let's go for someone like. Oh my God, mine's just gone. But let's just say, he's only been there 3 seasons, and he's always injured, so that's ridiculous. Let's say, oh God, Thingy, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah, what's his name? Oh, honestly, my mind has gone so blank. I'm going to just say, I'm trying to think of the defender that I really like. And he's, anyway, mine's gone absolutely blank. So I'm just going to say Fabianski.
Fabianski. No, wrong answer. So you got two more. You got two more wrong answers to do. So you just pick 2 more players.
Oh my God! Do you know how long that took me?
I know. We've got 5 fucking rounds of this.
Oh my God! I'm trying to think. Okay, let me think. What about Trevor Sinclair?
What about Trevor Sinclair? He says. Yes, number 6. 6 in the all-time list.
Oh, James Collins.
James Collins. Oh, you say James Collins? 5th of the all-time list. Aaron Quest, I think he's just taken over from James Collins in recently. I think the game against Newcastle might have pushed him up, I think. Or he's equal or something like that. Yeah, it's really close. DJ Leon says some great answers from DJ Leon, but they can't see them.
I still can't remember the name of that defender. I was trying to think it wasn't any of them. I think it's like I'm trying to think. Is Steve Potts in the Premier League era? Let's go for Steve Potts.
Steve Potts, number 3.
Whoa!
Don't forget that's since West Ham been in the Premier League since 1993, 4 seasons.
2 to 3. 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. No, you were right.
Thank you.
3 to 4.
Yes.
So I just think of someone like Steve Potts. Like I've not. Yeah. I know Julian Dix. That's got to be too old, surely.
Julian Dix, he says. No.
And I've just remembered the name of the defender I was trying to think of.
Got him.
Oh well, never mind.
You got one more life.
Have I? Winston Reid.
Winston Reid. Number 10. So you got one more life. 3 more to go.
Right, I'm never going to get these. This is
No, Leon.
I'm putting that in. No.
I thought we're not supposed to see these.
Yeah, but it's just Dale Gordon, bless him.
All right.
That was
if they're funny, we're going to see them.
Yes.
That was quite funny. So I'm a bit. What about John Moncur?
What about John Moncur? He says. Well,
it's going to be.
He's not in it, is he? Oh,
unbelievable! No. I would not have got that.
Yeah.
Absolutely would not have got that.
Johnny Moncur.
Good, very good.
About
2 more.
Matthew Ellington.
What about Matthew Etherington? He says. Where's my
I think he might be there. He's going to be close.
No, not
going to be in the top 15. I bet he'll be in the top 15.
So basically, Martin, you have to get one answer right to steal the board.
Paolo Di Canio.
Paolo Di Canio. He says. Where's my cursor? Sorry, guys. No.
Unbelievable.
Not Paolo Di Canio. So Mike wins that round. We'll go through We'll go through it. So we had in 7th was Rob Green.
I did think
of course.
In 9th was Ludo. So both goalkeepers.
Oh, goalkeepers.
There we go.
So that's goalkeepers.
So you get the idea. So next we get the next round, and we'll have Martin starting this one. So this one is West Ham all-time Premier League yellow cards. So the top 10.
Thomas Repka.
Wait.
Sorry.
Wait. Right. So you have to pick one. Right. You have to pick one, Martin. And obviously, if it's not the top one, then Mike has a chance to pick and try and beat you.
Right. So I have to get the number 1.
if you want to make sure you've got that board. Who do you think?
You see, I've got to be careful here because if I say Thomas Repka, a lot of those yellows were in a promotion season, 2003. Well, it wasn't actually a promotion season. We're talking Premier League, so that would not have been a good guess.
No, it wouldn't have been a good guess.
Because Repka's last game was against Fulham in the Premier League. He probably only played a season and a half in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So
Is
I
this
almost
Premier League then, Russ?
This is all Premier League. All Premier League. Yeah.
So
That's
I
why,
just saved myself, but so we got to think. You to think about. Just imagine someone getting the yellow and looking really annoyed about it.
Very often.
Well, can I ask you just a tiny thing? Bearing in mind he's 490 points ahead of me.
It's only one up. Yeah.
Is it a long, long way? Is number one a long way from two?
Yes.
Right. Well, then I've just got to have to think about it then, aren't I? So again, have I got a tiny bit of time? I'm going to do this in like 30 seconds, have I?
No, but you got to start. You got to start it.
I'm hurrying. I'll talk you through it. So I'll try and be entertaining. Well, Dixie would have played in 91-92. We weren't a Premier League team, so he'd have played 93-4, 4-5, 5-6. Did he even play 6-7? So there's a chance it's Dixie. He would have had 3.5 seasons. But he had the problem with his knee.
And then it's afterwards, don't forget. Then we've had 20, how many seasons afterwards and stuff. So.
Yeah, but how many? None of these players play for the team for more than 2 seasons.
Well, some people did. Some people played for a long time.
Some people did. Well, let's actually. Sorry, my thing keeps going off rightly because I'm on my laptop because my iMac couldn't do this. So I'm thinking. So it's got to be someone who was on that list of Premier League players. I'm thinking probably, possibly. I mean, it might be. I'm not saying this, but it might be Mark Noble because he gets a few yellows. It could be. Oh, what the hell? Let's go, Mark Noble.
Yes! Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Mark Noble. Right, okay, you got control of the board. So let's go.
So I've got to get the other 10.
You get the other 9, yes. There's
the other
10
9. Julian Dix has got to be one of them.
Julian Dix. No, he's not. Not in Premier League for West Ham. Premier League for West Ham. Nope. Surprising. Yeah. So you've got 2 lives left.
Oh, shame. Shame on me. Wait a minute.
There's some very good answers, guys, in the chat.
Matthew Upson.
Matthew Upson, he says. No.
A bloody defender! No. Defenders get all the...
Yeah, they do. They do.
So I've lost 2 lives already.
Yeah.
This is shook, and I've only got 1 more life to lose.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Only 1 more life.
That's what happens. That's how the game game happens.
All right. I'm just. By the way, Mike, I hope you're smirking gently because you can see this is going to be a complete walkover. I wouldn't blame you.
I am so not smirking. This is a tough question.
It is. Well, the caliber of guests we've got on, so it's like it's.
It's Premier League, though. That's such a tiny fraction of my West Ham knowledge, and it gets blurred with all the rest, as you know. And we've got all those championship seasons in the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay.
All right,
I'm going to go for one of the ones that Mike said before. James Collins.
James Collins.
Please.
I would have gone with that.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Ginger Pele, number 4.
Right, the Ginger Pele. Yeah.
I think Martin Noble had about 80 Premier League yellow cards.
James Collins told me off for pronouncing Zaza's surname Zazar. I called him Zazar because I just thought it sounded a bit more European, a bit more flash. Yeah, and James Collins, players never talk to me normally, but Collins turned around and he said, "It's Zaza."
All right. Fair enough.
There's a story.
There we go.
So he should have got booked for that, but of course,
should have, yeah.
You see, I'm not saying it, but I would think Winston Reid, lots of appearances, might have got, defender, might have committed a few fouls. He's the sort of person I'd be thinking about. Yeah, Winston Reid, what the hell? Defenders get more yellows, don't they?
Yes, Winston Reid.
And I got Matthew Upson wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
I see. I'm sorry, Colin. You're quite right to hurry us on. I'm clearly going to lose all this because Mike will come in and nick whatever meager points I've got at the end by getting. Right. Okay. Well, let's think defenders now. Let's be bold. Let's be brave. Well, it's got to be Aaron Cresswell, hasn't that? Because he's got Aaron Cresswell.
Yes.
You're only just. Right. Okay.
Right. Here's a clue. Right, because otherwise, we've got Arsenal on Saturday. So,
incidentally, that was the first Arsenal West Ham game I ever went to, 1971-72. And a West Ham player played for West Ham in that game and made a goal for Trevor Brooking, and he only played 6 games for West Ham. Can anyone name his name and his number? No looking it up. 72. That's a good question.
Well, no, I'll leave that we'll leave that on the chat. See if anyone can.
Yes,
do that.
Right.
Okay.
I just want. Do you know why I asked that?
Because you're clawing back a bit of dignity, aren't you?
I want all those smart asses who've got all the answers. I want to give them a proper, difficult question.
Yeah. Right, come on.
With it, smart asses.
There's no more defenders in this top 10.
Right. So thank you. Thank you. Right. Kevin Nolan.
Ooh.
Come on, get in, my son.
Not Kevin Nolan. Right, so the board is open for you, Mike. You need one right answer.
In you come, mate.
Take the board.
You deserve it.
Well, I was going to go with midfielders it's a tough one, this, because who got booked? Mad Dog is a good one for it, but it's out of his era. I'm wondering. I reckon it's between. I'm going to give you 2, and I'm going to pick one. I reckon it's between Scott Parker, or Nigel Rio-Coker.
It's going to be Rio-Coker. Of those 2, I would pick Rio-Coker.
Okay, Rio-Coker.
I hope I'm right or wrong.
No, it's not Nigel. So Martin wins that one.
Was it Scott Parker?
So we've got number 2, John Moncur. He's there. He's every effing where.
How did we not pick him?
The mid-90s, him and Bishop, ran riot. Number 5, Scott Parker.
I apologise. Right. I think, Mike, you should let him have a couple of my points for that, because that was my fault.
Joe Cole. Joe Cole.
Joe Cole.
Yeah, because it's it's all Stevie Lomas.
Steve Lomas.
And then we've got number 8, Colton Cole.
I bet Paolo Di Canio is the next one.
Andy Carroll.
Sir Trevor
Sinclair.
5 years he was at the club, remember? That's a lot. He played a lot of games.
Colton Cole never got booked.
Well, he did.
I can't even remember Scott Parker getting booked.
Premier League. Scott Parker got booked all the time. Right, okay.
I'm sorry, Mike. Very sorry.
Don't worry.
Very sorry, mate.
Right, okay, it's Mike's turn anyway, so he can get his revenge. Right, this one is Premier League. Oh, God, this is going to take forever. I've just realized. Right, Premier League all-time youngest players. So this is like the 10 youngest players for West Ham to have played in the Premier League. Whew, here we go. Right, cover them, Mike. We need some young players.
Okay, Reece Oxford.
Let's have a look. Where's Reece Oxford in that 10? Is he in a 10? He is.
Got to be number. Good one.
You've got the board.
Has to be.
You've got the board. Up to you, man.
Has to be.
Can I give you one back? Same first name.
No.
Did he not play in the Premier League?
He's not. It's based on he
was 17 when he played.
He wasn't in the top 10. He wasn't. He played in the Premier League as well.
My God, that's going to be hard.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's not easy. It's like, because this is a quiz. This is it's a youngest draw. Yeah, youngest.
I'm a youngest. What about obvious one really? Declan Rice.
Declan Rice. Declan Rice.
Definitely.
Not in the top 10.
What?
Not in the top 10.
What?
In the
No.
top 10, yeah.
Let me just say, Mike, these are all going to be ones from the bloody 90s because nobody plays teenagers now. These are going to all be early ones, I bet you.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Think Harry Redknapp and think of his prodigy.
Okay, let's have a think about this. So we're talking about youngest players from the Premier League era.
Yeah.
So I'm going pure academy. Rio Ferdinand.
Rio Ferdinand. Let's have a look. Where is Rio in the top?
Yeah, I
10?
bet that's true. I bet that's one. He was 17. He played for him as a 17-year-old. Definitely, yes. Well done, that man.
Rio Ferdinand.
I think same team. There's hundreds.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking that because you've got Frank Avenue and etc. But what about Freddie Sears?
Freddie Sears.
17.
Freddie
17.
Yes.
I'll give you a clue. South Shields.
Oh, yeah. Of course, good clue. Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick. Yes.
What about...
Irons United are
Hang on,
smashing it
taking
today
some
in the
notes
comments.
here, so I'm thinking of them
Taking
quickly.
notes.
What about... Is this too obvious to go with Joe Cole? Joe Cole. Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson. Not in the top 10.
Must have been 11th or 12th.
Yeah, very close. One more life. Martin, start thinking. Let's start thinking.
Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard.
He nicked my gold star. Nicked it.
There's a load to go for here, isn't there?
There is.
One of my favourites who's in my all-time 11. I'm going to go with him. It's probably a reckless one. Jack Collison.
Jack Collison. No.
No.
Martin, come on. One to win the board.
Stephen Bywater. Yes. Yes. Yes.
No.
Are you bugger?
No.
He was 16, for God's sake, wasn't he?
No.
Wasn't he one of the youngest ever? Oh, I know. It's the guy.
Yes.
When he played at Manchester City. No, it's the guy who played in goal.
Neil Finn it was, yeah. Neil Finn. And the other one was Frank Nouble. Remember Frank Nouble?
Frank Nouble, as I called him.
What about that guy, Danny? Do you remember him?
Danny. Mark Noble.
Oh, no.
Don't forget, he started when he was very young in the Premier League. And number 10, Josh Payne. So you never would have got that. Josh Payne.
I cannot believe Stephen Bywater isn't in that top.
There we go.
I thought, where is he? 11th.
Right. Martin to start this one.
Who won that one then?
You won it, Mike.
Did.
Oh. Who won it? Oh, I did. Right. Premier League top goal scorers, okay? West Ham all-time Premier League top goal scorers. Martin, it is with you to start. Let me hide the question.
And I've got to get the one who was number one, yeah?
Well, if you want to get... Yeah, let me just show if you want to get control of the board. So, yeah, West Ham all-time Premier League goal scorers. Coming in. Who's the top? Without Googling.
I'm not Googling. Do I look like I'm looking at my phone? I'm looking down in despair. I do a lot of things, but I don't cheat. There's no point, is it? I should know this anyway. But it's this tricky thing because so many of the players...
Yeah, but you've announced probably most of the fucking goals, Martin. So,
That's not... That doesn't make it any easier, Russ. We're talking thousands and thousands. Don't forget, I did the commentary for 10 years, so it all gets mixed up.
I figured it out. I played Bubbles over 1,000 times the other day. Not like continuously, but since... Because it's like my 20th... Like 20... And you're 91, weren't you?
Is that just for fun, Russ? You just play them at home?
Do you know what? Just fun. It's like my wife can't bet. It's like, just literally just on continual loop.
He's had a beep made specially for his car that plays the bubbles thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's my
And he doesn't do it when he drives through Tottenham.
No. Come on then,
No.
Martin. Top Premier
Right.
League goal scorers. Come on for West Ham. Come on. Number 1 is.
It's kind of obvious, and yet it kind of isn't.
It is obvious.
It is obvious.
It is obvious. Dead air is a crime. Go on,
I've
Martin.
I've got two, and I can't separate them.
Go
Can
with.
you give it? Go on.
With your heart. Go with your heart, not your head.
Just tell me, is the initial of the surname? No, that's no good. I'm going to have to just go with my heart.
Yes.
Paolo Di Canio.
Paolo Di Canio. Thank God for that. Yes, number 1.
Do you know, it was him or Carlton Cole. I had Carlton Cole as well. And
is he your next answer, Carlton Cole?
Carlton Cole down there, yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't even second.
No.
You're going to steal this, Mike, because I'm never going to get 10. I'm going to get 3 wrong. Right, let's think. Big goal scorers, big all-time goal scorers.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League. Got to be remembered. Yeah, in the Premier League.
Once again, Irons United is coming in strong.
I'm thinking. I know that I'm not saying it, but I know Trevor Morley was a top goal scorer, but then only for a couple of seasons. So I don't know if that would have got through.
I love tricky Trevor Morley.
I love it. What an underrated player! Yeah. What an underrated player!
Wasn't he? Really,
he was a good player. Think about how great players. It doesn't necessarily follow that if a player was a great player, they scored loads of goals. That's the problem, and it's the bloody Premier League, isn't it?
And
Always the problem.
But it's a longevity thing.
Well, it's got to be Johnny Hartson because he did twice. He was top scorer. Got to be John Hartson.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Only just.
Yeah, but he only did it for a couple of seasons. He only had a couple of seasons, weren't he?
Well, he scored. He was the last guy to score over 20 goals for us in a Premier League season.
And he's 9th. Yeah, and he's 9th. Once again, Irons United is coming in good.
Jermaine Defoe has got to be there. Jermaine Defoe?
For West Ham?
Probably not. Just outside because they're all in the bloody Championship, weren't they?
Yeah.
Right. One crap one. Right. Okay, let's think. Let's think.
Oh, this is.
Why did I ever agree to do this bloody thing?
It's torture, isn't it?
I can't. It is torture.
That's why I got in this week because next week's even fucking harder as well. So yeah.
Well, you see, the worst thing about this is you should know them. They should just come straight off.
Yeah. Who's been around for a long time?
Marlon Harewood. Marlon Harewood.
He says.
Come on. Don't you dare. What? Why is that? That cannot be a cross. What are you talking about?
It's not in the top 10.
You're making this up, Russ.
No,
I want to see those 10. Right, okay. When in doubt, go back to the 90s. Think 90s. You've got a lot of Premier seasons in the 90s.
We did.
3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6.
Yes.
You know.
We know.
So, Paul Kitson will probably be 12th or something, so I won't pick him. Though he did score a few.
He did.
Tony Cottee came back to West Ham, scored a few under Harry Redknapp. He was actually there.
He was, yeah.
Don't let me down, Tony. Tony Cottee.
Thank you,
10. Tony Cottee. Thank you, Tony. I knew you wouldn't let me down, boy.
Still got another 6 to go, Martin. So
easy. Listen, I've got money on the board here. Look, I'm climbing now.
I know, here it comes. Come back.
I only need another 600.
And the next one as well, yeah.
The next one. Yeah, that's true. Let's think. Great goal scorers for West Ham recently. There haven't been any.
Yeah.
So the point is,
Oh, John. Yeah,
John,
otherwise
we're
the-
watching it on Sky, mate, so it won't matter.
Otherwise, the players would be in the tunnel still waiting for Bubbles to come on. I'll be here. Oh, brilliant.
Come on, think.
Right,
Goals.
come on,
All
Martin.
right. Come on. All right, I'm trying.
I know
I'm never
you
going to live this down. I can see. I still can't believe that Marlon Harewood is not in there.
Well, he Championship, really, wasn't he? He scored a shit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I get it. Okay. How about? Oh God, this is such a no. I want to say it, but how many have I failed on? 2.
Yeah.
So so you may take the mick out of me, you lot hurrying me on here, but one more name wrong and I'm out. I'm off it. And Mike's going to get all my points, and he deserves them. I know, but that's not the point, is it? This is such a shameful experience. I'm so utterly shamed here. Recently, the thing is, it can't be anyone at the London Stadium.
Can't it?
Yeah.
Can't it?
Thank you.
Think about this. Can I give
Give me a tiny clue. I did give you South Shields. Go on, give me a tiny clue.
Okay. Think appearances and penalties.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you. I hadn't thought about that. Mark Noble. Sorry. Thank you, Mike. These are your points. These points are coming back to you in a moment, though, so that you haven't given me them. I'm just borrowing them for you. I'm going to give them back to you in a moment.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But
let's think penalties.
It could still be, people in the current. You got to think people in the.
I think there's a few
there's one more. There's one more in the current team.
Oh, that's kind.
That's kind.
That is kind.
Yeah.
In the current team. Just can't believe there is anyone.
Yeah, I know, Ken.
Don't worry, Ken Hammers. I'm not going to get it right. I'm not going to get it right, Ken Hammers. Come on, think.
He has a great song which just features his surname. If it's right, I think it is.
Sorry.
I think it is.
Hala Sebastian. No, it's not. No, it's not Hala. No. Yes, Irons United, Kent Hammers. You've got that person that Mike is talking about, right?
I can't. Sorry, my thing keeps shutting down. Bear with me.
Does on this side this in the first round, didn't I?
I know. Are we going? No. Did you say this could take up to 2 hours?
2 days at this rate.
It'll be fine. Oh, brilliant! I mean, this is the funniest episode ever.
It isn't funny for me.
It is. It's all
Lanzini, let's disappear with. There's definitely 2 crosses coming up. It's yours, Mike.
Yeah.
Do you know? No, I didn't think it would be. It's got to be Antonio from the current team.
He went out of my brain. I don't know. It's because he hasn't looked. Because he's looked like he's carrying a bit these last 2 games. I've been thinking about him as a striker.
Right. Okay. So the other ones are.
I was reckoning. Hang on. I reckon Canute will be in this.
Canute. Yes.
Canute, of course.
And then he also another penalty taker, a famous penalty taker. Well, not that penalty.
Not Frankie Lampard.
Paolo took it off him. Frank Lampard.
Oh,
number 6.
I thought of that.
Number 6, longevity. This won't surprise you, but this one is
Robert Green.
No.
Andy Carroll.
Never. No. Yep. Andy Carroll scored more goals than Marlon Harewood.
Yep.
Not a chance.
In the Premier League.
Okay, what are the numbers then? What are the numbers?
I'll take it's on the Premier League website. I'll take them and send them to you so you can see. No worries. Right, there's one more to go.
Sorry, Michael Antonio. I really should have had you there, especially the 4 against Norwich.
Right, okay. Right, everybody, strap yourself in. I think this is going to be a long one to this last one. Right, okay, so we've had the youngest players. So now we've got the oldest players. So the oldest players to have played for West Ham in the Premier League. Okay, right. So it's with Mike. So let me just hide that question again. Right, so all-time Premier League oldest players. Right.
Premier League.
Premier League oldest players who have played for West Ham in the Premier League.
Okay.
Number 1.
Teddy Sheringham.
The oldest player to have played for West Ham in the Premier League. So the board is yours, Mike.
He wasn't
How old
100
was
though, was he? Look, it says 100 next to
It
it.
was 100 point. Yeah, it was 100. Yeah, they'd all be 40 to 33 points. Yeah, to 38 points or something like that. But
I'm just
Come on,
writing
Mike.
some ideas down. Is
I like it.
Nigel Winterburn?
Number 4.
Ooh. I don't know if he that that goalkeeper that Sam brought in, Jaskalainen. He was ancient.
He was ancient. He was
39. Well done.
39 and 200 and something days.
See, it's useless not knowing these things.
Now they all come flooding back.
Yeah, when you're not under pressure.
The pressure
I'm
of
so tempted with didn't we have Patrice Evra when he was? It's just these old people we get.
Yes. Number 8.
I'm trying to think of us. Stuart Pearce.
Very good.
Oh God, I'm struggling with this. It was Lee Chapman Premier League era.
He was Premier League area, but
He wasn't that old. That's Zabaleta. He wasn't that old
sorry,
though.
was Lee Chapman an answer? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's just
All right,
just
okay.
me.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. Ignore that X.
Did Alvin Martin play right at the end of his career in the Premier League? Let's go for Alvin Martin. I might not be Premier League though.
He did.
No.
I can see him playing again. He played in the game against Sheffield Wednesday. In fact, one of those games he got sent off. I think Sheffield Wednesday. One of my first commentary games in the Premier League.
Was it?
Remember that?
Really?
Yeah, I think he got sent off. He got sent off wrongly. It was a bad, right at the end of that Sheffield Wednesday. Where is that coming from? That's probably right, because it's just jumped into my head that. I remember him being so angry.
One more that I think would count, just because I'm just thinking that's the end of their career, a bit like my own career here. Les Ferdinand.
Ooh.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Number 9.
I'm right, really struggling here. What about? Okay, I'm going to go with. I don't think it will be, but I'll give it a go because I can't think of anyone else now. Pablo Zabaleta?
No, it's a wrong answer. It's an X, unfortunately. I've already pressed the button, so don't worry. Not Zabaleta. Nope. That's one life gone.
What about Fabianski?
Ooh.
Getting on?
No, not Fabianski.
Goalkeepers. Les Seeley. He was about 300, wasn't he? Didn't he come on as an outfield player once?
Yeah, he didn't play in goal against Arsenal. It was again in the last 10 minutes. Harry had sympathy here.
See, you were right.
Thank you, Ken Hammers. Just in case you think I'm a complete duddalo who doesn't remember anything.
He's not. Martin has the most encyclopedic knowledge of West Ham. Definitely.
I've been absolutely humiliated this evening, Mike. I'll take my cap off to you, mate.
No, mate, I have fluked it totally. Okay, I'm going to go with. I'm just trying to think. Our goalkeepers are a good mind for this. What about Shaka Hislop? Because they last forever, don't they, goalies?
Very good.
One more to go. Anyone in the comments section know who this last one is?
I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go for James Collins again.
No, it's not James Collins. Martin, the ball is yours.
Oh,
if you can
pick. It's an absolute shoo-in. I mean, how could he have given it away to me? Yeah, right. Okay, right. Let's think. It's got to be when West Ham are desperate, which is pretty much always, and they have got someone who's hanging around, who hasn't actually played, who's been warming the bench, who's actually probably been there as a sort of a co-trainer, and has had to get his gear on at the last minute. More likely to be. I wanted to say Silva, but I know that's not right. More likely to be early Harry days.
That's always ripe, isn't it, for this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Harry would do that because he'd just take a punt, wouldn't he? Or he'd do it out of sympathy.
Maybe.
Alvin Martin.
Or we've had Alvin Martin.
No, I'm saying, thinking in the Alvin Martin.
Yeah, but it could be someone who was, could be someone who's been playing quite regularly across his period.
And retired late. Didn't want to go.
Yeah.
We've already had Zabaleta, and that wasn't right.
Right. You're right with the Harry era.
Okay.
Ooh.
Midfielder.
Okay, thank you. So it's going to be like 94, 95. This is probably horribly wrong, but I'm going to have a guess.
Go on, Martin, you can do it.
Ian Bishop.
Oh, do you know what? You were.
It's the other one, I bet.
It's the other one.
Of that
It's the
Morley.
No, it was the other one. So that wasn't Ian Bishop. It was
John Moncur.
Honestly, I'm not going to even pretend I would have known that. I would not have guessed. I would not have got Moncur. I would not have got him. I always have him because he's so childish. I have him as a younger player.
Guys, it's been lovely. Obviously, well done to Mike, but well done. Thank you, Martin. Do you know what? Honestly, it's been so much fun. I've had all the comments been coming through. I've had a right giggle of you two having a good old go. I've had loads of text messages. It's probably been our most entertaining show. So it's been really, really fun.
Well, Mike, is the last one. If you win the last one, you obviously win it. Now, Mike, how many more are there going to be, Russ?
There's one more we got next week. So hopefully Mike will come back on next week again.
I'll be delighted to. It's a great cause, Russ.
It is a fantastic cause, Russ, and full marks to you for organising it. And excellent work, mate. You've really turned this into a fantastic cause, and it's brilliant for everyone also who's putting money onto it as well. You're all brilliant. Absolute and utter heroes.
It's brilliant. Well done, it is, and particularly at the moment, obviously, because the guys, all their main source.
Listen, we've gone long enough. Surely you must now know who we've got in the 5th round if we beat Hull. Come on, guys, tell us, who is it? They must have done the draw now because the Portsmouth game's finished now.
Oh, is it?
Colin, we don't want to know that. That's bad news. If the Milkman's here, you don't want to be announcing that. That wasn't what he meant, actually. That wasn't what he meant. Sorry, Colin.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it was funny.
It was funny.
Colin, who are we playing?
I'm broadcasting this on my phone, so I can't.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. It's
Rusty's going to find out.
We've got the.
Who are we playing? I'm guessing it's going to be the winner of West Brom versus Brentford.
Hasn't come up yet. No, I know that's but set up time. No, it hasn't come up yet. But we'll have to. Hopefully, it'll come up soon. But someone will mention it when it comes up. Leon reckons he ain't done yet.
Will this be the last game ever with a crowd? It hasn't been done. Thank you. Will it be the last game ever that played with a full crowd? Because you see, that's my second Arsenal reference. The first one I went to as a kid, and that was last season when we got absolutely mugged. How could we lose that game 1-0?
I know.
If you look at the stats at the end of that, if you look at the stats at the end of that game, you think we won that 2-0, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bowen hit the post, didn't he? Right in about the 3rd minute or something.
He did. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Mike.
Really appreciate it.
Entertaining. Enjoy it.
Pleasure, mate. Lovely meeting you, albeit digitally.
And Martin, I think because people have obviously missed your dulcet tones, because obviously you haven't been on the stadium. I haven't, but others have. I think we need to do a come on you Irons, that you do when you announce the team, just so everyone can sort of imagine they're both back. Right, dun dun dun. dun.
Number 30, Michael Antonio. Come on, you Irons!
Brilliant. Thank you, Martin. There we go. Everyone's back. Everyone, we're back in the stadium. We're back in the stadium. Thanks, Martin. Thanks,
Pleasure.
Mike. Appreciate
Good
your
luck,
time.
Mike. Good luck next week, mate.
Yeah, thanks,
Lovely,
everybody.
lovely talking to you, mate.
Myself back in.
Right,
Take
pleasure.
care, everyone.
Pleasure.
Obviously, that was Mike and Martin. That was funny. God, that was funny. That was probably the funniest episode. Appreciate everyone hanging around. Doesn't even take those that long. Next week we have the chase. We're going to try and do the chase, or a sort of chase thing, which would be good. Mike's already excited. I can see him. Look, he's already excited. Oh, the chase. Who's the chaser going to be? I'm not going to tell you yet. Right, see ya. Bye. So, we've got the chase. So we've got Mike. We'll also have, hopefully, Stelios from Irons United, and Mr. Robert Banks as well. So, an illustrious group of contestants who will be taking on the chaser. But who will the chaser be? We'll wait and see. Anyway, as always, at the end of these episodes, we do a little draw to win a signed West Ham shirt, just so we know what we're on in terms of targets. Let me get my banners up. So before the day, we were £17,901. Thank you for whoever donated £11. Mike Bowl of Accounts. Thank you very much for my OCD kicking in. So we're well on the obviously we want to hit 20 grand by the end of by next week, hopefully. We said to the end of September, but it'd be great to have it done by the end of the show next week. So make sure you donate. Right, let's give it a bit of back to me. What is it? Takeaways just for now. And anyone who listens to more than just the podcast would have known that Sean Wheatstone's been moaning about me not inviting him, and I did invite him this week, but he had date night, so he couldn't do it. So sorry, Sean. Right, so we have, this is for a signed shirt, which will get sent out to you when everything's sorted. And it goes to Benji Lanyardo. Lovely Benji Lanyardo. That's lovely. He donated quite a bit of money, actually, bless him, and he sent a really nice note to everyone on his Twitter. So well done, Benji. When we get those signed shirts, we'll be reeling them all the way to you. As always, thank you so much for your time, everybody. And also thank you for your continued support with the series. We'll have one more next week for the sort of that block of 4, and then we'll be doing hopefully something coming in towards the end of the year as well. So plenty of still about for the Irons Supporting Foodbanks. Please make sure you donate, like, share, subscribe. Share the video around to everyone. That'd be fantastic. Obviously, we know times are tough at the moment, and we know that people furloughed and lost their jobs and stuff, but there's people a lot worse off than you and me, that's for sure. And they really depend on any donations we can. So even a couple of quid, don't go small on a Costa rather than get a grande and donate that extra couple of quid over to the Irons Supporting Foodbanks and stuff like that, because it really makes a huge difference. A couple of weeks ago, John put a big on the Irons Supporting Foodbank Twitter feed that there was one Friday where they were running out of everything, and they really needed that. That money makes a big difference. And for those of you who are watching Prime Minister Question Times, PMQs yesterday, I think it was, on the MPs, they're all wearing the Iron Supporting Foodbanks badges as well now, so that we're getting the message out there, which is great. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time as ever. A slightly longer one than usual. Oh dear. The chase will be different because it's timed. It'll be timed, so they have a minute to answer all the things and stuff. So we'll see what happens, but it'll be fun. And nothing else to say, guys, but stay well, take care, stay safe, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so you may know everything next time we put the charity events on next Thursday, 9 p.m. UK time. We'll be there doing the chase with Mike, with Stell from Irons United, and Robert Banks as the contestants, and a chaser as well. So we'll wait and see who that will be. Very exciting times. But anyway, take care, stay safe, come in your irons, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining, and see you soon. Bye bye.